Google. All right, welcome back to another episode of Fettcraft. We have joining us today Edgar. We're running hangouts, so this is probably going to be a little bit more choppy than usual. Edgar, we have Mumble set up, but I haven't opened up the port on for Mumble to work correctly yet. I should move the microphone actually in front of my face. That's better.
There you go.
And so once I open up the port, you have Mumble, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit less resource intensive than Hangouts.
Sure.
So, and we don't need to look at each other. We know what our ugly faces look like. So we'll in the future be doing Mumble, but I have to open up the port first. So why, you may ask, is the drive bay behind this flowing water? Well, as it turns out, flowing water has a blast resistance that's almost but not quite equal to that of obsidian. So if a creeper were to blow up right here where we're standing, that drive bay should be safe. It wouldn't blow up. Nice. The water would protect it. And behind there, if you look, there's a cell workbench and IO port as well. And you saw the 164K drive so far. We're pretty new on the server, and then the 2 4Ks. I always have the materials ready to make another 64K drive. I'm going to throw that in there, but that one's pretty much just got all of the metals and stuff in it. This pulverizer and this redstone furnace actually have some. This is going to be real choppy, but that's all right. They have in the back, you see the ME import and export bus, and this export bus has been upgraded with a fuzzy card and 2 capacity cards. Things are a little bit different in applied energistics too. So you need the capacity card. When you first put an export bus, it just gives you one slot right in the middle of this 3x3. When you put the first capacity card in, you get a plus-symbol shape, but you don't get the corners. And then when you put the second capacity card in, you get all 3x3 to put stuff in. And the fuzzy card says, like, you see here, the copper in the middle left is from just mechanism. And there's copper from thermal expansion and probably a couple other mod packs too. It looks in the order dictionary and says, take all copper. So that's what the fuzzy cards do.
Nice.
Same for any of the other ores. It just takes all those things. This thing here is a crystal growth accelerator, and it's the only way you can make flux crystals, and the only way you can make a lot of the crystals you need for ME. I've explained this in some of my videos, so if you watch them, you'll see. But you basically have to throw a charged Certus quartz crystal, a redstone, and a nether quartz in there, and you get out 2 flux crystals, those purple crystals that a lot of the ME stuff takes, like this cable, for instance. So the only way to make it is not in a crafting bench. You have to throw it in a pool of water. Now, you don't need this crystal growth accelerator to do that. What that's for is if you take regular Certus crystal. If you take regular Certus crystal, if you take regular Certus crystal, I got it right that time, and or flux crystal, and then pulverize them into their powders, and then combine them with sand, you get these little tiny round circular things that are basically crystal seeds. And you get double the amount that if you put 1 Certus quartz and 1 sand, you get 2 of these little crystals. And if you throw them in this single pool of water, they will eventually grow into 2 more full-size pure Certus quartz crystals. And if you do it with just a pool of water, like out in the world, without this growth accelerator, it'll take literally pretty much a whole real day before they grow. With this thing, it only takes like 15-20 minutes, and you can add more to make it go even faster. So that's what this little block of water right here is for, is doing all the crystal growth and crystal stuff. And these other 2 are just the top of the source blocks for the flowing water you see down below. Cool. So that's that. This, of course, is just a hardened energy cell. And this thing is called the QED. And each time you look at it, QED stands for something different. Right now it says Quantum Entity Device. But if you...
Mine says Quail Eating Ducks.
Right. Mine's Quacky Ender Device. At any rate, this thing is basically, if you right-click on it, it's just a crafting table. But only certain things can be crafted in it. for example, we'll go outside and I'll show you one of the really cool things that can be crafted in here in a second. But you need these ender flux crystals here to give it power. So when it's actually crafting something, you see like the purple ender particle effects coming off of these 4 things and going into this thing. Yeah. So this thing can't run off of just regular power. It needs this ender flux power. All right. So I'll come on outside. Hopefully it's still daytime. It is. And I'll show you. Oh man, the lag is real. We're running all this stuff. Here's 2 of the things that you can only make in that QED thing. Number 1, most important, is this little thing here, the ender marker. Right?
Oh, nice.
There's an ender marker here, and if you look over here, there's another ender marker. And way out there in the direction I'm facing, about 1,000 or maybe even 1,200 blocks that way, is another ender marker. And they mark out a big, huge rectangle. So instead of having to use fences for your ender quarry, you just need 3 of these ender markers. But they can only be made in that QED machine that I showed you in there.
Yeah.
But so you can mark out any size area, and as long as you need to have somebody, when you first set up the markers and you first right click on the quarry, you need to actually have somebody standing out there by the one that's far away because the chunk needs to be loaded, or you need to put a chunk loader near it. Or else if you right click on the quarry, it'll say it didn't find the boundary. So Jen stood out by the one that's really far out that way, and I right clicked on this and it found the boundary, and now it's quarrying through all of this all the way in that direction, like 1,200 blocks or so.
Oh wow.
And this thing here on the side of it is the Ender Quarry Fortune 3 upgrade. Yeah. So basically what it is you had to put 2 Fortune 3 diamond picks in there and some other stuff. And so now when the Ender Quarry hits like diamonds, it'll pick them like it's with a Fortune 3 pick.
Oh, sweet.
Or if it's coal or anything like that. Now it takes a lot more power, and this is why I had to introduce the Ender IO stuff, because it's the only thing that had the cables that were good enough to really support the power. Before that, I was using redneck cables, which come with Mine Factory Reloaded. So let's go in here and have another sleepy poo. Oh god, doors are hard. I can't get in.
Doors are dirt.
All right, so okay, I'm gonna hit this one.
You're in purple.
Hopefully, that bed over there won't cause the person to get stuck.
Yeah.
Are you good, Julie?
It's okay.
Or Jack? Yeah. Okay, cool. That worked. Eventually, we're going to build this into a second story and have a bed loft up there and like maybe a library or something like that.
Nice.
But for now, it's just a place to be. If you want to come with me, I'll show you the smeltery area and the first little place where we had to hang out to keep from getting our faces eaten. This was the first structure we built right here. This thing.
Awesome.
But we turned this into kind of our farming area.
Doors are hard.
So we keep all the stuff that you farm here.
Oh yeah, I see this full.
Yeah, we have Chococraft, so this has all the Chocobo related stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and of course here's the smeltery and all the smeltery stuff, and the patterns are in there.
Nice.
So all the casts are in there if you want to make some stuff. And oh my, what was that? And we have a little bit of cobalt and a little bit of manulin and some steel in there, and for some reason blood, and even more blood than we had before. How the hell is blood getting into this thing?
I think spiders are getting in there.
There's no way.
Well,
there's no way.
The other day.
This is now that you're hearing them in my little my hole in the ground there. What is a bat maybe get? How is there blood in this thing?
That's trippy.
Every time I look, there's more blood. Okay, so if you come down here, down the ladder here, maybe. Ladder, there we go. Now down here, we don't have to go down, but down there is our original. Oh crap! Crap!
What happened?
Hold on, I just broke the ladder on there. All right, let's fix that. I dropped one all the way down. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute.
Sit.
At any rate, if you want, you might as well come on down here. This is our original strip mine, and then we didn't, fortunately, have to use this too terribly much, but, you know, it's always good to see the humble beginnings.
Oh, yeah.
So, and some of these strip mines there's caverns and caves all around this place, and almost every way we went, we hit, like, another cave or a ravine or something like that. Like
Nice.
down there, there's a big cavern, a big cave that we explored.
Sweet.
So yeah, that's this. I'm gonna come up here and oh my lag, and I'm gonna put this ladder back up and keep showing you around. There's not much to see down there. You've seen a strip mine before.
Yep. I've made plenty.
Exactly. But fortunately, strip mines are a thing of the past for us. But here's a little connecting hallway between the smeltery area and if you keep going that direction, then you'll get to the house there. But let's come down here. Here's the nether portal room. So in case pigmen will spawn, we can keep them out with the door. So that's that. Now this is not a finished area, but right here.
Where'd you go? There you go.
Yeah, we have the 2 fish tanks here.
Oh, nice.
The fish traps, but these boxes aren't going to have anything because I have these ender item conduits just feeding to this box. And this is dumping all the boots that it gets. Actually, if you hop down in the hole here and right click, you can hop down in this hole right here in the front because you can't get that one because of the thing.
Okay.
Look up at the bottom of the box and right click on the big gray square, and you'll see in there's boots.
Oh yeah, boots.
And it has it to ignore metadata, so any boot of any damage will go into that trash can down there.
Nice.
And so this is just collecting, you know, the fish and the other miscellaneous stuff.
Yep.
And so hopefully I'll get another infinity bow here at some point, and I can make you one. I have the 3 infinity bows we have on me. Let's go down this little way down here. And here is, I'll show you up top where all the mobs are coming from, but I got a big room that's spawning mobs and conveyor belts that are pushing them into this little area here. And they then get crunched up by this grinder that's just under that piece of glass there. And then all their drops go into this chest, and all their essence goes into these tanks, which I have recently been using to make... oh, it's finished. The bow issue is a finish. But this is an auto anvil, an auto disenchanter, and an auto enchanter, and they work on this mob essence, so you don't have to use any experience. So we just let mobs die in that room for a little while, and these tanks fill up, and then you can enchant anything you want down here. And these halls down here go to... Well, this hall is just so I can AFK and let mobs spawn. So it's 24 blocks away from the mob spawning room. So spawn. And then down there was just where I dug to looking for a cave to kill all the other mobs in this area. So this mob spawner would work better. So I'm going to scoot up here and I'll show you in here real quick what the spawner looks like inside. There it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's just a bunch of 3x3 spawning platforms with trap doors on them. And then if you look down below, you can see there's conveyors down there on the floor.
Oh yeah, I see them.
And they all run to that room that we just saw down below. So that's that.
Nice.
And you saw the portal area, and we go this way back to the house. And this is, you know, the basement where you just were a minute ago. You've seen everything down here. You saw the smelter. You saw the sag mill earlier. You know what these thermal expansion machines are, but these two guys, there's the alloy smelter. The light gray one is the alloy smelter, and the dark gray one is the slice and splice, which is how you make. It's an Ender. They're both Ender IO things, and this is an Ender IO thing that lets you make these. You actually use monster heads like zombie heads and creeper heads and stuff, and you make these other parts that you use for the Ender IO stuff. It's kind of
Oh, nice.
weird and neat in a way. And of course, here is where you will charge your jetpack once you have a jetpack to charge.
Yep.
And there's a resonant battery, and that's the dog's losing it. That's about it. And you saw our crops out here, of course.
Yep.
Wheat, some pumpkins. I want to do the potatoes. We got some potatoes just recently. Oh, one? Really? One?
One potato.
Great. Cotton here, which you can make string out of. And, looks like the ladies just did all the chocobo stuff here. These are the Geisel greens that you use to breed chocobos and make chocobos love you and all that. We'll be doing that eventually. We haven't really gotten into that. Over here is our grove of rubber trees, which is used to make plastic, which is you need in a lot of the mine factory related stuff.
Yep.
Over there, of course, are the sheep and the cows.
Hell yeah.
And back here is the 2 rows of oak trees, which, when chopped with a lumber axe, all fall down, which is nice.
All fall down.
Unfortunately,
nice.
I lost my lumber axe somewhere, and I have to make another one.
Oh, no.
Lost it?
Yeah, I don't know where the hell it is. I don't know if I died with it and then didn't get back, or I don't know what happened. Here's the top of that room that we saw with the fish traps is here. Oh, look, and there's we have squid. You can even see down in the room in that hole there.
Yep.
So that's the quick tour, and there's a slime island over there that always spawns slimes, and the wind turbines up there.
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's about it. Did you get the voxel map installed correctly with the light loader?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so here, come. I'll show you how to do waypoints. Like we have, you can set it anywhere you want, but I have a home base waypoint here. You can't see it. You can each individual person can see it. But if you hit B on your keyboard, you should get a thing where you can set a waypoint name.
Yep.
And then give it a color. And then say done, and that will appear as a little diamond on your screen, and you'll see this glowing sign there.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, and so now, well, come over here. I'll show you. Once you have multiple waypoints, this is way more effective. But come stand over here and hit the M key, and you see a bunch of options for the minimap options, and then down in the bottom right-hand corner, you see waypoints.
Yeah, hold on. I got my keys mapped wrong.
Oh, okay.
Never mind, that's okay.
Let me get to that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and I have the M set to be the one for
I got. There we go. Waypoints, yeah, home base.
Okay, so
Okay,
click on home base itself and then click teleport to.
You do not have permission to use this command.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I know why. Hold on. Try it now.
Cool. We're gonna stand over here, decimal, waypoints, home base, teleport to.
Oh, there you are. Hey. So, you can set multiple, like we have an Ender Crusher I can see a little sign that says Ender Crusher 950 meters that way. That's because I've set a waypoint out there, and I can see a little green arrow on my mini-map that points to that. And there's also a village over that way, which is a little more than 1,000 away, but I can still see the yellow arrow I made for it. In other words, once you get to cool locations that you want to come back to, make sure you remember to hit B and set a waypoint there.
Yeah,
just
waypoint,
back and forth, yeah. So, I guess we could sleep too. And on that note, we'll call this an episode. Short, here we are. Welcome back to the server kind of thing. Sleepy, bye-bye.